Hi everybody, thanks for watching another video. Before we get started here today, just want to remind everyone, if you're interested in buying some products made with milk from our cows, go to CREAMERY.com. It's in the description. You can ship gelato, which is Italian style ice cream, and Gouda cheese, Kaudakas, traditional Dutch cheese. You can have both those products shipped directly to your door anywhere in the United States. So check that out if you want to buy some of those products directly from our farm, or you can always stop by at the on-farm store and at the retail location in Fargo, where they have a few more products available. It's a Sunday afternoon here. Ian and Eli with me. We're mowing our sorghum sudan grass, Italian ryegrass, clover, Harry Vetch mix here. We're just gonna doing the headlands here now. Just wanted to confirm that our cutting height is okay. Make sure that the mower is cutting good. Then I wanted to show you guys what this looks like. So we let it get a little taller than maybe we should have, but we're just with the conditions we had this spring. It was supposed to be a 3-cut, but it's more than likely going to be 2-cut now, or it for sure is going to be a 2-cut now. All of this growth has come in like the last 2 weeks essentially. It had been really wet and cool up until about 2 weeks ago, and most of this stuff was less than a foot tall. And it's really just the last 2 weeks that we got all of this growth here. I mean, this sorghum grows extremely fast, but it looks pretty nice here. I don't know, it's up to my chest. So you got the Italian ryegrass here. There should be some clovers in here. We can saw some back here. Kind of hard. Oh, here, Harry Vetch. There's a clover. The majority of the field does not look this good. Probably I'd say half looks this good and half looks not good at all. Just with how wet and cool it was this spring. It just didn't get going very good right away. And even now we're still getting continuous rains. Like the ground here underneath is pretty damp, and we haven't had rain in a few days here. So we need to get this mowed. The plan is actually to bale this, but I'll talk more and show you guys that here, and it'll be probably a couple days. The plan is to bale it Tuesday afternoon, or start baling Tuesday afternoon. This sorghum will take a little bit of time to dry down. This is what it looks like. We are crimping it a little bit, so there are some crimps on the sorghum. What do you think, Ian? How does it look? Good? Eli, how does it look, Eli? Hey, where did you leave that measuring tape?
Yeah.
Let's go find that. We don't need that laying in the field here. We'll get back in the mower. We'll see if I show you any more of the mowing, or maybe I'll wait until we're merge and baling this. We're also going to set up that milk silo on Tuesday, so I think I might include some of that in this video also. But let's get back in the tractor, guys. Where's that? Okay, you got it? Okay, let's go. a couple days later here. Just put this water silo up. I did get the drone in the air right as he was starting to lift it up. So I got some drone footage of us putting it in place here. Now we need to get it anchored to the ground. So I've got my drill here, pretty good sized bit on it. And there's I think 5 mounts on the outside. It's kind of loud here. We got the compressors for cooling the milk running here. It's already hot, gonna be 90 plus today here. It's mid-morning. Small chance of thunderstorm tonight, so we need to make sure we get this thing anchored securely because I don't want this thing tipping over. So we'll start drilling and get the rods put in. Show you guys the rods here. We also are going to bale or try baling the sorghum today if it's dry enough to bale. The baler and the merger are here. I'll show you guys that once we get started on that. But my plan is to get this done here first. So these are the rods, stainless steel rods. We're going to go about 1 foot into the ground. Leave a little stick enough to put the nut on, obviously. We drill the hole. The hole is a little bigger than the rod. And then we put some, I don't know what it's called, but some cement, some stuff that's made to secure into concrete anyways. As you can see, we don't have it completely painted, so we painted it while it was laying down. So it was this white color. We're going to paint it this color. So we're going to rent a lift so we can paint the whole thing and paint this white here once and then paint the whole thing another time to get 2 coats of paint on it. And then we're going to work at getting, we're going to have someone come and close this off, get the piping done. Hopefully put some water in this in the next couple of weeks. That's the plan anyways. It's actually going a lot easier than I was expecting it was going to go. Got 3 done right here, 1 on the other side. Got 2 more left to do, but there's 1 hole. 1 hole right there where I need to widen this hole out a little. The rod fits, but the drill bit on the concrete drill doesn't fit. I think there's 6 in total. I'll be able to get 5 done here right away. Then I'm gonna have to get something open that I'm gonna have to get something open that last one up a little bit bigger. There was one here at one time. By the looks of it, they cut that off. I think I might have our welder put another tab on there, and we'll put another rod in here just to be on the safe side. We'll drill them out. We've got an air compressor. We're going to clean all that out. The hole needs to be completely free of dust. And then we put that stuff in that tube in about 2/3 to 3/4 full. I did read the directions. I usually don't, usually not very good at reading directions, but I figured for this I should probably make sure to do it the right way. We fill it up 2/3 full of that stuff. Put that rod in all the way down as low as it goes. And it sets up pretty quick. I'd have to look at it again, but with how warm it is going to be today, it'll be only an hour or 2 to get to full strength. So we'll let them sit, and then later this afternoon we'll tighten them up. Probably not super tight, and maybe tomorrow or the next day I'll come back and really tighten them down. later on in the day here. Got the silo mounted, bolted down. Got all of them but one nut tight. I'll tighten that up before I go home. It's in the field here, loading up these sorghum bales. We'll jump out here, show you guys what it looks like. Kind of crazy to think about, but this was cut 2 days ago, and there's probably already a good 2 inches of regrowth out here. That's how fast this stuff is growing. We'll walk over to a bale here. Got quite a few bales out here. They just finished baling this field. Now they started on the other field. Not sure how many bales they had here, but we are taking them across the scale because we're paying them by the ton for the baling. This is what it looks like. A lot of sorghum in there, but there's also, it's hard to see here, but when the windrows were laying here underneath, there was quite a bit of ryegrass. Yeah, here you can see this is the ryegrass here. So this is actually, we're baling it wet. And I'll show you guys, it's probably going to be tomorrow because I'd like to try to get this field hauled into the yard here today. I'm not sure I'm going to have time to film over by the bales. So Sam's loading the bales here in the field, and then I'm stacking them in the yard. And we're doing things a little bit different. I'll talk more about it tomorrow. We're essentially making a stack of baleage. That's the plan anyways. That's what we're doing. So the bales, we probed a few here this morning when they started. They were between 35 and 45 moisture. But I know there's plenty of bales out here that are wetter than that. But our tester only goes up to, it doesn't really read accurately over 35. So yeah, definitely going to be baleage, not dry. I think to get this dry, that would take quite a few days of laying out here, because there's quite a thick crop in areas. Loading about 20 bales. Don't want to overload it too much because, like I said, they're fairly wet, fairly heavy. They weigh about a ton a bale. Plans to get some fertilizer spread on this. Probably going to be, it's Tuesday today, probably going to be Thursday or Friday, depending on how fast we can get all these bales hauled off. And there's a small chance of rain tonight, so that could potentially hold us up a little, but we'll just have to see what happens with that. It's the next morning here. I hauled bales until about, I don't know, 11 o'clock last night. I wanted to finish the field we were working on because there was a chance of rain. It was supposed to rain, or it was decent chance of rain here this morning between like 1 and 4 a.m. or so. So I wanted to get that field done. Of course, it didn't rain at that time, so we thought we were in pretty good shape. We'd keep hauling bales, finish baling the second field, but then pop-up shower around I don't know what time it was, 8:30 or so, just dumped over an inch of rain on us. I didn't look at the gauge yet, but I could see from far when I drove by it that it was more than an inch of rain in there. So I thought I'd just show you guys quick here what we're doing with the bales. Kind of looks like a mess now. I wish we would have got this done yesterday. Going to be a pain in the butt here. It's starting to rain a little bit again here. There was no rain in the forecast at all after 4 a.m. or so, and it just downpoured on us here. So we've got the bales hauled into the yard here. We're stacking them 3 wide, 3 high, trying to put them as tight together as we can. And we've got plastic laid out here, so the bales are sitting on top of plastic. And the plan is we need to get 1, maybe 2 more loads in here. Then we can fold this plastic over top to the other side, seal it off with sand around the edges, and essentially make a pile of baleage. My dad said he's done it in the past when we were in Canada. He did it with square bales of alfalfa. We actually did it a few years ago here with Italian ryegrass. When we cut some Italian ryegrass we had here right by the farm. It wasn't very many acres, Wasn't a lot of bales, it was maybe 40-50 bales if I remember right, but they were round bales, which round bales obviously you can't seal those off near as well as square bales. Hard to get, you can't stack them in any way to get all the air pockets out of them. But that actually didn't turn out too bad. I mean, there was a little bit of spoilage, but nothing like I was expecting when we started feeding those. So I don't know, it's going to be it's not going to be hot the rest of today, but tomorrow 90s, next day 90s. So we'll for sure be able to get this pile closed here, I would think tomorrow or the next day, but we'll see when we can get the rest of that sorghum baled up and the rest of those bales off the field, because we can't go out there now and just make a absolute mess if we try to go out there. And even tomorrow or the next day, I think that's going to be a few days before we can go out there to haul them off. Hopefully sooner we'll be able to flip those and try to get the windrows dry, but we'll just have to see how that goes. Just want to show you guys this. Was hoping to show you guys the finished product here this morning and potentially haul in the rest of the bales, but that's not going to happen by the looks of it. But yeah, questions, comments, post them down below. We'll definitely keep you posted on how this little experiment turns out once we start feeding these bales. We'll probably wait until the temperatures drop a little bit, so that will help keep it from spoiling once we start opening this up here. So we'll probably wait until October, November to start feeding these bales. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one.